Tasneen Sherrod, age 42, gunned down September 4th, 2024 in Detroit, Michigan by her son's friend, age 15. This is a D-shame. Mothers, watch who your kids are hanging with, period.
De-escalate an argument between her 16-year-old son and one of his friends. Thank you for joining us. I'm Simon Shea-Kett. Tragically, the so-called friend responded with gunfire near the corner of Runyon and Griner, leaving the mother dead and her son in critical condition. Loved ones now talking to 7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig about this senseless tragedy and the grief they're already forced to carry.
Loved ones say Tasneen Sherrod changed after her 15-year-old son was murdered. Then last night at their home here on Runyon Street on Detroit's east side, she was shot and killed trying to protect her other son.
I didn't think yesterday was going to be my last day ever talking to her, ever hear her voice, hear her laugh. I could never in my life imagining that. That was like one of the worst days of my life right there.
Loved ones of Tasneen Sherrod struggling to come to grips with her death. The woman lovingly known as Taz was shot and killed around 8 Wednesday night after her 16-year-old son Kane got into an argument with someone relatives thought was a friend. Sherrod tried to intervene to protect him.
Kane was on his way going in the door. He shoot him first. He shoot him twice. Then he shoot Taz.
She buried her son. I had to go and eulogize for that. And now I got to eulogize for her. She's like a little sister.
Pastor Tanisha Hayes is Sherrod's cousin, and 2 years ago, Sherrod's 15-year-old son, Robert, was shot and killed at a gas station in Detroit trying to protect Kane, who was just 14 at the time. Police said it was all over an argument that began on social media. Now his mom shot and killed, also trying to protect him.
He was struggling dealing with the brother.
Now his mom.
And now it's mom. And she was their rock.
I know she tried to hold on for Kane because he wasn't grown. But now she gone with Robert now. And it ain't no coming back.
My family, we're hurting right now because we had a great loss, but as a community, we're losing people. And people are giving up hope. They're giving up their faith. So what are we going to do? You know what I mean? But we have to come together.
They say too often teenagers are carrying guns and have become numb to violence.
I feel like we have to be re-loved and re-educated about how to de-escalate from our anger when our anger has been our prominent emotion about everything. Hey, I understand you're angry, but don't kill anybody because you're angry. You don't have to. You could really just walk away.
Anyone with information on this shooting is urged to call homicide investigators with Detroit police.
You have to turn him in. That's only the right thing to do. Because you don't know if he's going to kill somebody else.
On the city's east side, Kimberly Craig, 7 News Detroit.
Life of a Detroit mother.
And we're learning this isn't the first time gun violence has impacted that family. The shooting happened around 8 last night at a home on Runyon Street. That's not far from the intersection with 7 Mile and Hoover. So we want to get out to our Sean Lay live tonight. Sean, the backstory here just compounds this horrible tragedy.
Correct. We're going to break that down for you, taking a moment here to take a step back and ask ourselves, how much can one family here take? We're talking about the family of Tasneen Sherrod, young mom shot and killed last night, trying to de-escalate a situation between 2 teens at her home. Her 16-year-old was involved. He was shot. He's in critical condition tonight. At the same time, Tasneen was still grieving the shooting death of her 15-year-old son 2 years ago. Here's what we know right now.
2 males are in the middle of the street laying shot. Confirmed 2 male shot. No ETA on that.
Detroit Police Radio allowing us to hear the urgency last night on Runyon on Detroit's east side just after 8 last evening. Shots fired, people down in the street.
Medics are 3 to 5 minutes out.
Today we're digging into exactly what happened. Sources telling us that a mother and her 16-year-old son were arguing inside the home. Sources say the teen took out a handgun and put it on a dresser. Another teen walked by and grabbed the gun. That mom, 42-year-old Tasneen Sherrod, went after the teen. She was shot and killed. Her 16-year-old son was also shot. Because in 2022, Tasneen lost her 15-year-old son, Robert Harris. He was shot and killed in a nearby gas station. Tasneen Sherrod spoke out then.
That was my baby. He was 15 years old. He wasn't nothing like that.
He was sweet. He was kind.
Tonight, police are looking into if this mom took those bullets last night to protect her son after losing a son just 2 years ago.
You know, listening to our report right there and listening to Ms. Sherrod's voice 2 years ago with the heartbreak about her son, it just hurts the heart about this, looking at what happened last night. We've been checking in with Detroit police all day long, often asking if there's any information about the teen shooter who ran away. So far, nothing solid to put out. We will put it out as soon as Detroit police put it out. Also, a GoFundMe for the family. They've asked for privacy. We're respecting that, but we'll put the GoFundMe on clickondetroit.com, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.